Hello, I'm Lori Apgar with Lori Apgar Creates, and I'm the leading authority in helping crafty business owners stand out in a sea of crafters and get their work seen. And I'm going to show you how I press some designs on hats. Now, this is an example of a hat that I have pressed. It's glitter vinyl, and it says dog lover with a paw. I am getting ready to turn on my hat press. So I'm going to just turn this on. It beeps and then it will heat up and it will beep when it's ready. I'm waiting for this guy to warm up. This is my hat press, a little bit different than this big old beast back here. This is great for flat items like shirts, tote bags, pillowcases, garden flags, things like that, but it doesn't work as well on a hat. Now this is a swing away press, so it moves around to get that plate up top here. This part right here is heating up. That part needs a curved surface to press really well. That beep means it's heated up. The only way to make it stop is to lower it down. And, all right, so we're ready to go. What I did is I went to Hobby Lobby. Most people have a Hobby Lobby near them. They have this beautiful bling. So I'm going to do a baseball mom hat in their color and a basketball mom hat. And then I'm going to do a baseball hat in the blue. Now I don't have the bling baseball, but I do have this really cute applique that I've used before. A few things that really, really help with the hat press is a little pressing pillow, like 5 by 2.5. And there's a little gap between this foam pad and the top of the hat. So it's hard to get a really good press unless you fill that gap. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, pull out this little cardboard thing inside. That helps it hold its shape while it's being shipped to you or while it's in storage. The next thing you want to do, this thing here has this little press down lever, and there's 2 little things on the back. You can hook your hat right into that. Just put the feet inside and then put this where you want it and then lower it down. But there is a little bit of a gap. Can you see how far I'm going down? It's like a 1/2 inch. So what I do is I stick this on here and then slide my hat on top of there. Okay, and we're going to put our design just on one side, but it's still, I just leave it all in there. I'm going to do my pre-press first. But here, again, it's hard for me to show you this. There's about 1 inch that's not under that plate. So I need to scooch everything back, including that pressing pillow, and not let the pressing pillow go too far back. Keeping it on the little feet. And then I'm going to drop it down. So when it gets down to 7, then I know it's pre-pressed. Any moisture that's in the hat is out. So that's going to allow a really nice press. So I'm just going to set it on here where I want it. And my next piece of advice is this thermal tape. This is tape that it's okay to heat up in your press. Okay, so I'm just going to cut some off. It's kind of this orange yellow color. And I'm using this to hold my bling in place so it doesn't slide around while I'm getting it into position here. Because now that we've closed that gap, we are like super, I have to kind of lift up to get it over there without scraping and moving that. So this might require a couple presses to get both the top and the bottom sections pressed really well. Okay, I just have 1 piece of tape on there. I think that's all I need. And then I have a little piece of Teflon, and that just protects my design since it doesn't have that clear transfer tape. Okay, so I'm going to slide this right on top of my design, and I am going to carefully lift up, move this over, drop it down, and it will beep at me at the end of 15. Okay, so now I'm going to scooch that off. Now, knowing that the bottom got a good press, I want to come up to the top, and I can see that it's just not quite as stuck down at the very top. We're just going to slide this back over, lift it up a bit, and press it a second time. So then I'm just going to peel off the transfer tape. So isn't that beautiful? Now we're going to put mom on the bill, and the mom is kind of big, but if you just want to make sure you're getting it all on the bill so that none of that is hanging off or on the crease between the bill and the cap, I'm just going to tape it down. When you press the bill, I don't know why, it just doesn't seem to be quite as bulky, so it's an easier press. And my hat is in the way, so you can't see very well. Maybe if I turn this sideways just a little bit. The only part that's hot is that top plate. This is not hot, this is not hot, this is not hot, this is not hot. It's kind of crazy. It's all concentrated in that one spot. Okay, now I don't need to use the Teflon sheet because this has a carrier sheet over top that protects that vinyl. It's a big word, so I want to make sure all of it is underneath that press, and it is. How fun is that? A nice little baseball bling hat.